Quick is a Canon M6 gets the job done video, and it's last Monday we went down to Portsmouth to two reasons. One, there was a photographic exhibition in the library called Souls and Bodies, and it was a small exhibition from a Ukrainian soldier who has sadly died. And as well as the photographic exhibition, there was a flag-raising ceremony on the 3rd anniversary of the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. So we went down for that as well. I thought it just might be an opportunity to try out my Canassic chrome picture style in a town centre rather than landscape, which I've tried before, and it's okay, but let's try it in town centre. Now the weather was absolutely awful to start with, really, really heavy rain. Although because it was in Portsmouth Civic Square, or in the square anyway, there's kind of coverage. You can stand underneath buildings around at least half of the square. Square's pretty impressive, I have to say. It's a mix of kind of, I suppose, very traditional architecture, and build this. The Guild Hall there wouldn't look out of place on around the edge of Trafalgar Square or something like that. A really impressive looking building, and there's also some very kind of glass and concrete 70s type stuff as well for the library and the civic centre. But it's photographically it's pretty interesting. So I took, obviously, the M6 with this 22mm lens. It's just very, very versatile, very useful focal length, I think. And I could have got away with using just that lens for our visit. I did also take the 11-22 because I thought some ultra or some very wide angle stuff might be useful as well. And I think it was, but I was put off changing lenses too much because of the weather, and it was blustery, and there's a lot of kind of drizzly stuff blowing about in the breeze, and it's not good weather for changing lenses. However, the flag raising ceremony was moved because of the weather. The flag raising ceremony was moved indoors, so the camera had to be able to do some fairly lowish light indoor stuff. There were some speeches, there was a choir, there was a professional photographer or two there as well. So there was a bit of inside stuff, and then the sun came out towards the end of the speeches and singing and stuff. Sun came out, we went outside for the actual flag raising itself, and the sun came out, and that was great. So took some images there, and afterwards we got some lunch, and that was okay. And then we went for a walk into I think it's Victoria Park, which is next to pretty much next to the square where we were, and there's war memorials there. There's in the square as well, I should mention, there's a statue there, and it's outside the Isambard Brunel pub. Anyway, there's a statue there, and I assumed it was Brunel. As I walked towards it, I realised it was actually Charles Dickens, and I hadn't realised Charles Dickens was born in Portsmouth. I'm very familiar with Charles Dickens generally because I spent my teenage years living in the Medway towns, and Charles Dickens spent a significant portion of his life living in the Medway towns. So it was a great opportunity to use the Canassic chrome picture style, and I think it worked out really well actually. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at some of these images as we've gone through this little ramble, and the photographic exhibition in the library that we went to was, it was quite small, but some really nice little images. The Volodymyr Rakov, who took the photos, was a bit of an animal lover, and there's a few great pictures there of dogs, cats, that sort of thing, in a kind of a war-torn environment where you really feel for the animals. Yeah, some really interesting images, and I was really pleased we went. It was a great day, and I was glad that people were there to show solidarity with Ukraine and to see the images in the little photographic exhibition. That was good. So yeah, all good there.